Is this thing on? Hey, what's up, James? What's up, Aaron? It's gonna miss you. Let you know what's actually going on tonight. So, what's up, Chris? How you doing, man? Russell, the man. Hey, everybody. Guy with the meter here. Just getting things set up, getting things going. It's raining. It's kind of calmed down enough where I can hear myself think. So, Russell, I see your request. Give me 1 minute. Let me finish this up, and I'll let you in. So, it's been for the last week or two, it's been kind of just a whole bunch of stuff going on. I canceled out last week because that was my birthday, and we ended up at the last minute deciding to go to Disney. And by the time we got home and everything like that, I was just not feeling it. It was after 9 when we got home, and I didn't even think about doing this. So, hey, Mom, hey, Chris, hey, Mike. So, and there hasn't really been too much going on in the sense of it. There's always something to talk about. Russell wasn't available then, so I just kind of wasn't much to talk about. There's two guys on here talking. At least we can stir each other up to get some things going or what have you. So, I picked up my house, just left now. Yeah, see, we're looking at it. It was funny because on AccuWeather, it does the minute by minute, or whatever, every hour or whatever, and it said that it was going to end in 30 minutes. And right above that, in the big title, was it's going to continue going the rest of the night. So, Thomas, hey Jennifer, Jess, how you doing? So we'll give everybody a minute or two to hop on here. Tonight's main conversation is going to be Nicki and JT's upcoming show. That's not going to be the oh my gosh of everything, but that's the next big show coming up, and that's the one we're all getting ready for. That's the one we're all building for, and to get those last points in, and before it gets too miserably hot out and everything like that. The other subject that I was wanting to bring up is that all equipment sucks. So we'll dig into that. We'll get more in depth into that because that's kind of a shocker there to hear because all of it does, but. Let's dig into it. Let's see why. Let's get where I'm getting that from. So today actually wasn't that bad of a day. We did some shopping, so I got home in a decent hour. Come home and it starts to rain like this, which I love the rain. That's one of my favorite things about Florida. So kind of a laid back, kind of just chilling deal. So let's go ahead and bring Russell on. It's accepted. And it just my ear says right at the top, like right up here. Let's see. Holy moly, are you actually on?
Hell yeah.
What's happening, my friend?
What is on, buddy?
I don't get a single clue as to why the hell I'm wearing this earpiece. Apparently it's not doing anything.
Yeah. I saw it. It sounded a little different, so I was wondering if it did do the earpiece or not.
I don't know. Does that make any difference?
Nope, not really.
Yeah, so it's just there solely for decoration. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm giving my computer a second or two to catch up. So, what's up, Mr. Compton? How you doing? Jennifer, we are too. I'm hoping that this show is going to be great. For anybody that's new to it and doesn't know about it, you're living under a rock, for one. But this is the show. This is the marriage of JT and Nicki. Nicki is one of my co-judges, and obviously JT's her boyfriend at the time. Soon they'll be married.
Fiance now.
Yeah. I guess that is kind of, they've been fiancé for a minute. Yeah. So they've decided to make it a big show. And what's up, Matt? And do their wedding there. And that is awesome. That's great. I still need to get a hold of her because apparently I'm going to be running the music for this one. So
surprise.
Yeah, she hasn't given me a playlist. I've asked her for a playlist. She hasn't given it to me, so we're going to see what happens. But it really, the whole thing is, I believe that 11 they are projected for the wedding to start,
Yep.
and then we are not having. What's up, Joey? Um, we are having no music until noon. Nothing. No personal demos. No, they're listening to your own music. Nothing. We want no music until noon, out of respect.
Yep.
And then from then, afternoon, or when we give you the okay, everybody can do whatever the blaze they want
Yeah.
because it is a car show.
I made a post on Florida Base Wars saying that same thing. Like, hey, just respect them. All the weddings going on. So everyone should know that. I mean, everyone going to this event should know.
Should.
Let's see. They are a bunch of base heads, so you know there's going to be one or two.
Yeah. So, oh shoot, there's people already talking. What the blaze? Melissa, so since there's a wedding cake, do I need cookies? Yeah. There's going to be people that come to the lanes that don't go to the wedding, so I need to learn to pick up some cookies. Maybe not as many because that'll make it so we don't eat as many, but you know, we got to feed the fiends.
Yeah.
So, let's see. Okay, Melissa says 11. Do the wedding cake and then boom boom.
I think it's
So
after 12. 12 is what the post says.
12 of the post says. So James, Chris, I don't know when Melissa's getting the 11 and then we can do the boom boom. Everything else is saying, including JT and Nicki, that no boom boom. Actually, John Kent saying it too. No boom boom before noon.
Yep.
And then afternoon, full tilt, all knobs to the right. Let's see who we can blow up here.
Blow up anything.
Oh, we're gonna blow some stuff up. I would
you know what? Speaking of that, that's how the conversation started, I believe. I'm pretty sure you mentioned something about all stuff. So blowing stuff up is part of the game, right?
Yeah, it's the way it is. And the deeper in the season we get, the hotter it gets, the thicker the humidity gets, the more people seem to blow their equipment. So,
Yep.
you know, so be it. Chris, I trim. Thank you very much. We can induct DBs if they turn over for the show. There you go. So, Jason, how you doing? Yeah. Okay. So, Melissa, that's after 12 or word given. Okay. You're right, Melissa. You're right. So that's just what inevitably is going to happen. The sky is purple. You're right. So, God, why the blaze? My Wi-Fi not connected now. Great. Googly. So what's going on in your world, Russell?
Not much. I'm doing the same. You know, I was home this weekend. Last weekend I went to Disney as well. So I'm home this weekend. Did some shopping, hung out. You know, I did almost fall asleep right before this, and I'm like, oh shit. You know, I told Jason I was going to be on. So I'm here.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah. No, I like coming on here on Sundays and chit-chatting it up and, you know, putting information out there, you know?
Yeah. And that's what it's all about right there. We both run organizations in Florida. We both run rather good sound organizations, I'd like to think.
Mm-hmm.
So this is promoting and pushing for each other, honestly.
Yep.
So, son of a gun, my computer actually came on and it doesn't mind me. Shoot, something's wrong.
It's wrong because it's working or wrong because it's not?
It's the calm before the storm. That's the method of this dang thing.
I can tell you it's not raining at my house, so you're good.
Really?
Yeah. Nope.
Oh, that's right. You're all the way over on the East Coast.
Yep.
Yeah. It started here. God, we did our usual Costco run.
Went to Costco too.
Oh man, that place was just a festering hell house today. I don't. It's like they knew that the apocalypse is happening or something. I mean, like there were so many freaking people in there.
Yeah, I don't know. People are supplying water, so if there's a hurricane that I don't know about, I don't know, but everyone's stocking like tons of water right now.
Really?
Yeah.
That explains it. Because we went to the back, and I'm buying water for this weekend coming up, and there were people in a line to get to the pallets that were there. I didn't even click. There were just so many other people in the store that it was like a herd of cattle every damn aisle you go down.
Mm-hmm.
So, What's up, Brennan? How you doing, my friend? Let me see how many I skipped here. Won't. What's up, man? What's up, Mr. Price? Mr. Price, we're going to get to you in just one moment because he's hosting a show, too, for anybody who doesn't know yet.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see here. Aaron says that his goal is to break shit. There you go. Everything going in perfect sync with each other and everything else of sorts. We will hopefully be installing the amps in the Suburban tomorrow, tuning it, getting everything set up, and I'm running the ZVL. I'm gonna hook that up so that all 4 amps are perfectly in sync with each other. Don't have to worry about gain skipping or any of that such, and it will be at the show, assuming everything goes just as smooth and as line as it should. So, hopefully. You know how that piece of shit is. Okay, after 12, in Word, what's up? Go to break shit. It's Brendan. What's up, Brendan? How you doing? Oh, shoot. Ruben, how you doing, my friend? I meant to ask, Mr. Cortez, do you know if anything's going on with the sound quality, guys? I know Mecca, I called and I groveled and I begged and spoke with Mr. Mecca himself. And,
Nothing. I'm laughing.
Okay.
Yeah.
But inquired if he wanted to come, and he said he would, but he's got another show going on this weekend, and he just stretched himself way too thin with shows. So, and I guess they go through some kind of training thing or something. I don't know. So, unfortunately, he's not going to be there. But if Ruben is going to be there, or if knows if Dean's going to be or anything like that, that'd be excellent.
What, for Music Wars?
Yeah.
Yeah, I doubt Music Wars will be there.
No? Okay. I don't know the org that well.
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure they won't. I'm pretty sure they just had a show like last weekend or something. They just had a show real recent.
I know I see Greenhorn every once in a while posting up about him.
Yep, me too.
But with him, I don't know if he just sees it and wants to see it or how it is. I don't know. So, yeah, we went to the art festival today. Melissa and I did. So it's kind of an overall casual, walking around, just chilling kind of day. It was awesome. So, let's see here. Here we have DBs. Nice. All right. Story J Swain. Ethan Kilk. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so Ruben, you're going to be there, but sound org or anything you're in conjunction with is not. This is going to be you and your team, right? Ricky says he's coming up. That's awesome. So, well, you know what? Unless you got something else to talk about, Russell, let's go through the shows real quick.
Let's do it up.
And get that up and going. So what we've got, the first one coming up is 1 week from yesterday. So this Saturday coming up is Nicki and JT's wedding. It's going to be awesome.
Yep.
It's at the Hernando County Fairgrounds, the same place Made of Steel is. It is completely free to come in. It's completely free to hang out. It's completely free to demo. It is completely free for everything. The only thing that you're going to pay for is going to be the organization you wish to compete in. You're going to pay them their independent fees. Any food that you want, and that's it.
Yep.
Elsewise, just come, hang out, demo out, show off, enjoy the wedding. The wedding itself is starting at 11, I believe it is, and then we're going till noon, and then afternoon's going to be, open up for anybody who wants to play music. The one thing that I myself am requesting, they're not requesting, but I am, bring a present, or hit up Nicki or JT and ask for their Cash App or something to show that celebrate and to give them a gift, because this is gonna be an awesome wedding. This really is. This will be a show from here on, I believe. We're still gonna host a show this time of the year, the beginning of March, to share it with them.
Celebrate with them.
Celebrate. That's what I freaking could think. My brain just went.
Said reloading.
Words. I get it. Words.
So yep. So that's you can get there earlier and set up and meet your team there and everything. I think that Kent says he's opening the gates at 9, if I'm not mistaken. But you get there, set up, hang out, chill. No music. No music until noon. That's just a ruling of it. And it's out of respect, if nothing else, because the wedding itself is actually happening inside the building. And then after that, you can play as loud as you want to. But the problem is, if everybody's playing, then we're missing the whole reason for throwing the show.
Right. And if I'm not mistaken, I think I saw a post something about Nicki saying something about wardrobe too. Obviously, this isn't like a super formal, everyone dress up in suit and tie, but don't come like probably barefoot and shirtless. Like dress appropriately. I mean, there's people who are still celebrating an important thing in their life. Wear something acceptable that you would want possibly yourself in a picture with.
Yeah, have respect for the whole reason we're doing this, but you definitely don't. You're right. I didn't think to bring that up, but thank you. You're not expected to show up in a suit and tie, but don't come in a pair of ragged out shorts and a tore up shirt and covered in dirt or whatever. That's disrespectful.
Yep.
So, let's see here. All right, it's coming up. All right, Melissa yelled, and me, yeah? Okay, so Sarah's going to be there, I guess. That's, yeah. Keyboard malfunction, set TISM. Okay, all right, so we're caught up now. So, the show following that one is going to be the TDH show. Here, hold on. Ruben, what are the wedding colors? If I remember correctly, Ruben, the colors are red and black. Like let's see, don't dress like Brendan. Yeah, they're red and black are the wedding colors, Ruben. So, for what I know, and Nicki may hop on it and say something different, or however. But if I remember correctly, her dress is the very nice decorative dress. It's let's see, she said fancy bass show. Yeah, that's a good way of saying it. Was it the fancy bass show? I mean, I'm not going to walk up to your car after you run and go, "Oh my, that was a wonderful score. Good job, Chop." Nothing like that, but
I will.
yeah, okay. Fair enough.
Oh,
If you do it, I got to one up you. So
yeah.
no, it's but yeah, so it's a, I guess you could say a casual.
Correct.
I don't want to say business casual, but
Audio.
audio casual. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, audio one step up from the way we normally dress, but you don't have to wear anything aside from that. I like that.
I'll probably bring like a polo shirt, and then I'll change into my baseball short after.
I will most likely wear my button-up ACCL shirt because it counts as a dress shirt because it's a button-up.
Nice. You're doubling down. I see it.
Efficiency. Yeah, maroon, burgundy. So yeah, that deep red, that darker kind of red color. So no tree shirts. So there you go.
What's a tree?
Because don't dress like Brendan. So he always wears for his company, for his tree company. He always wears the tree shirts.
Like camouflage.
Yeah, camouflage and so just the bright orange and the bright yellow.
Oh yeah. I know the bright orange and yellow.
Yeah, there you go. Most says think Target, not Walmart. So,
exact. That's perfect. Target.
That's awesome. That is the good measurement right there.
Correct. You can wear pajamas to Walmart and be okay. You can't wear pajamas to Target.
Yeah, you're right. So.
I guess I should wear blue. I mean, you could wear blue as long as it's a nice blue.
Ruben. Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Yeah. Jason just said, bring a wedding gift. Anything to help them out. I mean, like I said, they're not charging us to be at this wedding. This is their event. They're putting it on for us. anything would be greatly appreciated, I'm assuming. So.
What's up, Peyton? Yeah, and cash, for anybody that's ever been married before, all the gifts are wonderful, but you smile the biggest at the cash.
Mm-hmm.
You can only have, but I mean, let's be real. The both of them are grown up. This isn't their first. They're fresh in their 20s and just bought a new house and need silverware. So
No
yeah,
air fryers. You're telling me
yeah.
no air fryer.
But if you're looking to buy an air fryer, Melissa and I are just talking about this. Ours is never mind. So,
I love mine.
dude, she uses the living bejesus out of that damn thing. Because we've had it for a couple of years now. It's a medium-sized one. It's not huge. You're not cooking a damn turkey in it, but you're doing more than 3 French fries. That medium-sized one. And I want to say 4, maybe 5 times a week we use it.
Oh yeah.
For something. And almost every other day she uses it to heat up whatever leftovers for her lunch. So
I say we
awesome.
use it probably every day.
Yeah. Sitting here thinking about it, yeah, between lunch and dinner, that's she'd make yeah. Tonight we had some, I don't know if you ever had it, but some Costco rotisserie chicken.
Yo, I did have Costco's chicken for dinner tonight. I had Costco rotisserie chicken.
Really? Yeah.
Went to Costco.
We had that and had a salad and God, what the hell else was it? Yeah, just right there, just went out.
We're way too busy. I shredded it all up and we made tacos with it. Actually, we made Crunch Wrap Supremes, but yeah.
Normally she'll make like tortillas or something, and just melts it. But tonight, just because I do dishes, so for simplicity, she served out the chicken, had a salad with it, and God bless it for the life of me, I can't remember what the hell else we had. It was good.
Melissa just said you had veggies.
Okay, there you go. Yeah. So, but James, you know where it's at, man. The barbecue place is always here. The only son of a gun of the barbecue place is they're only open Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So of course I'm craving the hell out of barbecue on a Tuesday. And the only other, because you've got we went there with Kent, the Florida Cracker barbecue joint in Brooksville. It's owned by a local guy that like owns every freaking restaurant, and that's good barbecue. But the place that every time Russell comes, we go down and have it too.
We'll be there. Maybe. I'll see what time I can get there at.
Sweet.
Be there Friday.
I want to say that Melissa talked with Kent, and he's going to be here Friday too. So, because we own the barbecue dinner.
That's where we go.
Well, no, because freaking Melissa got all high up on herself, and they ended up betting at the damn Super Bowl. And
I remember that.
Yeah, he's holding up to it.
Yeah. Hey, don't make bets. John tried to bet with me. I told him no.
Yeah, no. It was either way we're going out for barbecue, so it doesn't really matter. I mean, that's so. Let's see here. Yeah, Melissa, they don't need a new toaster. Let's see, where the heck is it? Hayden, wish you could be here too, buddy, but you know what? Your show's coming up. It's going to be an awesome freaking show. Let's see here. Yeah, Chris says cash is king. You freaking damn. Well, it's a wee bit humid out here, so the little touchpad thing doesn't work well.
You got to get a fancy mouse. You got to get a mouse.
Yeah, the problem with a mouse and a laptop is everywhere I go, I got to carry the damn mouse with me. So I'd much rather sit here and complain about this.
Right. There's worse things to complain about.
That's it. So yeah, Aaron says they need hay for their stable. Damn. Yeah, James, you know where it's at, man. When you get here, we'll make it happen, Captain. God, this thing's freaking touchy. When's the service? We already talked about that, James. Stay in line, man. Starts at 11, ends at noon. You mean who's been murdered before? All right. I don't know why this blasted thing isn't. I mean, I'm sort of nice to my laptop.
Sure.
Lasted this long.
Looking forward.
You know what, man? I'll tell you this:
Right.
the next one I buy will be a Samsung again. They just held up. I'm not bad with it, but you go to a show and it gets covered in dirt and all that good such.
I have no clue what I'm gonna get next, so I'll figure out what laptop I'll get.
You're an Apple guy, aren't you?
No, I don't like their PCs. I'll get a what's it called?
Okay, I'm the same way. Their phones, I've got respect for their phones, I really do, but their PCs never did anything for it. But I'm also old school. I learned IBM at an early age. I learned QBasic.
Yeah,
Actually,
well, the computers were much
basic.
bigger when you learned. They were like the size of like classrooms when you had computers. So.
I mean, very nice.
I thought it was funny.
About half the size of the classroom. We were past that point.
Oh, okay. My
I
bad.
do remember. Now, here's a funny one for you. So in elementary school, would have been fourth grade, fourth grade, somewhere around that. I can remember the computer room, and that was the first year they got it, and the teacher looked like the stereotypical 80s computer geek. Like 6'4", humongous Adam's apple, 110 pounds, and he was running around the classroom, so he ran everything on cassette tapes. And he'd take the cassette tape out of this one, he'd run over this one, he'd put it in there. And then he'd run over that one, he'd take the cassette tape out. And he was like, all I remember is running back and forth, and we never did anything on the damn computers that I can remember.
Oh.
Like, that's all I remember the whole thing.
Yeah, no. I grew up as a millennial, so I played in the computer lab all the time.
Yeah, you tell the old jokes.
All right,
But
do it again, I promise.
But yeah, so and that's my first Windows computer was Windows 3.11, and then did all the Windows 3.1, ME, 98, 98, every single one of them. So, yeah. The only one that I would say this would be second to would be another Tough Book, because that thing is just indestructible. Is
that similar to the ThinkPad?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, ThinkPad's IBM. The Tough Book is the ones you usually see in
You showed me it.
the EMS and police vehicles and such like that.
Yep.
Yeah, that thing is awesome. But the problem is it's got a screen on it. God, some cell phones got bigger screens than that thing has on it. But in its day, it was good. So.
Yeah, for sure.
So, yeah, I remember playing Warriors on my IBM. God, what the hell is the damn game? I remember one of the first games I got was a full text game, and it started off with you're standing by a mailbox. And then you would type in what to do next, like open mailbox. And it'd come up and say, in the mailbox, there's mail. And then you say, open mail. And this mail, and it was like the whole thing was, but when you're done, you couldn't save it. So however far you got in there, and then you had to restart it, and you're standing by a mailbox.
It's okay. Got my Oregon Trail on. That's all. That's what I did. Oregon Trail.
Baller.
Yeah. All right. Let's get back to the show. It's back on top.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. So
TDH for you.
TDH is coming up. After that, that's not this weekend, but the following weekend. So with that being said, the Love for Bass show, I will try to have the scores posted Sunday, if not Monday, most likely Sunday. So that way I don't put them off and put them off and put them off. And then when I get back from the Virginia show, be entering twice as many scores. So, but yeah, that's the TDH, Jeff Lockhart, and Tim Johnson show. That's the one that's up in Virginia that I always talk about and I always get all ooshy about because it really means a lot to myself and, Melissa and the rest of the people that I know from the audio community, from Team Orion, the most of it, for Tim Johnson. So it's a major show for us. It's a big deal, and it's a will not miss kind of show. So, but the following 2 weeks after that, up in Michigan, Johnny and Sean, the ACCL judges up there, are going to be running the Team Flexing On Night show. I think. So I'm still waiting on that one to see. They should be. They possibly may be. We're seeing. Let's see. The one that is happening, though, on the 18th is going to be with Matthew McRae. This is going to be in Alabama. It's the Team Hurtz Some Car Audio Show. That is a one-day show from the looks of it from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. So that's a great one to go check out if you're in the area. A lot of people are saying, they couldn't get points, they can't go to finals, they don't have points. There's plenty of shows happening. You just have to go to them. That's the thing. We try to spread out the best we can and hit some hot spots. Unfortunately, I run Florida. I'm Florida. Any show in Florida, I push the shows and everything of that nature. Other states are not as thorough as we are with that, and they also have a good portion of the seasons cut off because they're up to their necks in snow. So we're trying to pump out as many shows as we can, or as many areas as we can to get out there and get a lot more people involved. So let's see. So this is the part where it gets confusing. So maybe I need to get with Johnny on this one because the Team Flex on he may not be going to because on the 18th, the same time as Matthew's show, this is going to be up in Michigan. Johnny and Sean are running the No Beating Around the Bush show, and he knows this is the first show of the season. So I don't know. Like I said, or like I've said before, check out the ACCL Facebook page. We have a full calendar on there that we keep up to date. We keep live. Anytime that myself or other judges agree to shows and commit to them, we put it on there. So if you're really looking for a hard schedule, a set schedule, that's the one to check out. And that one is kept up to date. Kind of.
Mostly.
Sort of. So I'm talking with somebody now that I sent to you, and he said that you committed to it as well. But he still hasn't sent me a link to anything, hasn't sent me a Facebook page or any of that stuff to know the logistics on it.
Isn't that the one? Oh, that's a whole nother year. Rob?
Yeah. The one that's in March.
Yeah, Rob's is in March of the year.
Yeah, but there was someone else. Maybe that was him. Maybe I'm just...
Hayden was the other one.
Yeah, Hayden's the one that I'm waiting on.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Do I have him in here? Oh, I got him in here. Never mind. Forget that I said any of that. I forgot I updated this.
There's another one over in your town that somebody said, but I don't know about it. I think I have to get with you. I don't want to say too much on it, but I think it's more of a pro audio show. So I'll send you a link of what I have on it to see if you know about this, because if you don't know about a show going on in your town, I don't know if I want to do it.
Okay. All right. No, that sounds good. And it may have been talked about before, and it may just be because it wasn't anything to do with ACCL or anything to do with SPL. So, yeah, if you would please, that'd be great, and we'll swap notes.
Got it.
So, no beating around the base. That's going to be for Johnny. And then on the same day, so we're having 3 shows, 3 locations, all on the 18th, is going to be one actually run by Walt Johnson. He's one of our judges for the Carolinas area. So, he did a couple of shows last year. We no longer have Kenny as Kenny and Crystal as our judges for the Carolinas. They're taking a season off. So Walt is stepping up and saying, okay, I'll host more shows. So good. That's great. That's awesome. I hope that what he does blows up and gets big. It's that's going to be Driven Creations Custom. That's a host. The We Are Not Alone show. We've had that one before. We've gone to it before, if I remember correctly. So it's going to be just like it's been in the past. Walt's going to be running it. Going to make it a 3X show because it is the first show of the season. Help people gain the points up. Help anybody that's around there. Remember, you can enter up to 2 times per show. So you can walk away with 6 points out of one show. That's awesome. If you go to another 3X show and enter your run double, then you've made 12 points for the season. That's all you got to make. So that's a good one. That one's coming up. When they come closer, we'll talk about them more. And then we got Made of Steel on the 15th of May.
Okay.
I can't remember when, but I know that the pre-registration for the Made of Steel Ken has opened up on, I think it's actually madeofsteel.com is the website.
Yeah, it is, I think.
Yeah, and that is going to be our usual price for everything. The gates open at 8 for the vendors, Saturday. Competition starts at 9. Lanes are going to open.
Hold on, it's Made of Steel. Aren't you going to do that Friday night like you did last year? Made of Steel's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Made of Steel's the big show. I
Yeah,
remember.
but I think no. I think I did that. I think I did it like that because that was like the 25th anniversary or something.
Oh,
Because there's going to be a buttload of people there. But you're right. Because no, that's why we did it Sunday. Because usually it's a Saturday show that he does Friday nights also. Because he does Friday nights and Saturday.
yep.
But the last one or the one before was so big that we needed a 2-day show. John, if you could, did you get some clarification on that for me, please, sir?
Yeah. Where you at, John? I saw him text earlier, message earlier, so.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, he'll get cleared up. I may have a typo in here. Let me see. It says, yeah. Okay. So lanes open 5 to 10 on Friday,
Okay.
10 to 5 Saturday, and 10 to 3 Sunday. Holy moly! I didn't think I did a 2.5-day show on that one.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Do you not remember Made of Steel last year? Because I do. Made of Steel last year was the biggest show we've ever done in Florida.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's going to be even bigger this year. I can only imagine.
So doing it 2.5 days there's no question about. I also believe this because on Saturdays we have to shut down. No questions about it. Doesn't matter if you're in the lanes. Has to be shut down at 3 because you got to remember that people have to get home. Ken has to clean up. He's got to get all of his people. Sorry?
Yeah, on Sunday.
On Sunday, yeah.
Yeah.
So that makes sense on why I do like an early one Friday and then Saturday all day and then Sunday's like 4 or 5 hours. Usually don't run on Friday. I think that's shenanigans, sir, because I can remember running on Fridays, but I could be wrong, but I doubt it. So, because in my notes, like I said, it says lanes open at 5 p.m. and they're open till 10 Friday. So if you don't want to say Friday, that's fine. That may have been, you know what that may have been? It may have been when it was just a Saturday show. So when you gave Friday for people to come set up and drop their equipment off and drop their cars off. So Melissa says it's been 3 days since Hillsborough. I don't think so, Melissa. I don't know.
Was that or finals? I don't know if it was that or state finals. I remember you doing it on Friday evening, though, before. So
yeah, that was May of Steel because I can remember being in Tampa doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And but either way, however it is, if nothing else, it's a Saturday Sunday show.
Yep.
It's a big show for anybody that has not come in the past. You might want to pay for your team to get a spot now because the place it's humongous. The line backs up down the highway so far you can't even see straight, and John and his team are just pumping them out as fast as they can too.
Mm-hmm.
So
there's thousands of cars.
Yeah, without question. See, that's what I'm talking about, Melissa, is that thank you for verifying that. It was Friday we got in so that we could get as many people out because the show before that, remember when we started doing that? Because the year before that, we had so many people we could not get them out fast enough before the end of the show. So I asked John if we could start doing it on Fridays, come in there. He said he wasn't doing it, but because of the people we bring in, that he could understand it. So they were all going to be there setting up anyway, so it wasn't like he had to come special just to open the fairgrounds up.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's what we did, and that makes a lot more sense now. So I may have my shows mixed up as only doing a Friday, Saturday, so probably do. Maybe I must be thinking of finals or something. So, yeah. So that's the way it is, and my notes are right in here just the same. So it's an awesome show. It really is for anybody that's never been before. And it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And I love the fact that it's in the fairgrounds that are right down the road from my place. I am happy it's getting a lot bigger, but I'm dreading the inevitable that we're going to outgrow these fairgrounds too. Where
would you go? What's bigger?
I don't know. I know there's the Florida Park on the other side of the county here, down by the interstate where the interstate and 50 go through.
Mm-hmm.
but I don't remember why John didn't go with that. If I remember, there was something going on, or I don't remember, there was something that pushed away from, So, let's see, hold on, Kent's talking, pay for the spot, don't use run Friday. Yeah, okay, John, so let's do that. Let's do the Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So, I think that's a great idea.
How about this, John? Can you say like competitors mostly, not just straight demoers on Friday evening or something like that? At least get the people going that are actually going to be productive. I don't know how much chaos you want to bring on a Friday night with everything, but if it's competitors only, then I don't see it being a huge thing.
Yeah. No, you're right on that, because that's all you need is a bunch of people come in and sit there and demo out all night long, and cause more commotion in the getting everybody in. Because Friday really is supposed to be for people to get their trailers, for the vendors to set up, for the things that you really don't want to wait in traffic for.
Yeah. Probably gonna take that day off of work and drive over early.
Sweet.
No.
That means we get
Yeah.
2 days of barbecue.
Whoa. Don't get crazy now. Don't get crazy.
Okay. Yeah. And you know what, John? I see you said I did it once. If you want to do it, let's do it.
We've got
Friday
some
night. Sorry?
I said we got time before that. Let's just talk it out with John and make sure it's all good.
Oh, yeah. I'm going through the comments right now, trying to be productive in this sense.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's see. If I pre-register one vehicle but can't get it built in time, can I come with another? Yeah, that's a John question. Okay, yes, sent request, let's try. I wish I could make that, I have my own power. Nice, Dave. Let's see, James, Saturday, Sunday, sign all day. Thank you, is going to register. Okay. All right.
Defenseless TVs.
No, that was good times. That was one of the I remember that show. Freaking was awesome. So that's cool.
No, that was the first show we held at the fairgrounds, I think, right?
Yeah. Well, yes, because it was finals, if I remember correctly. The whole TV thing breaking was, and then
John made the shirts.
Yeah, and then for Made of Steel, John made the shirts, and we gave out the awards with the broken TV.
Yep.
That was freaking awesome. The fact that, what was she, like 3-4 miles away and says that happened?
Oh, ridiculous. Yeah.
Jeez. So let's get on the subject. I was thinking about this. It's stuff just pops in my head as I'm sitting there staring at the wall, and I'm just like, and it starts going crazy. I gotta write this crap down or I forget it. And I put a big note in my phone just to remind my brain dead self about it. But the statement that your equipment sucks.
Not mine. What are you talking about?
but okay. So that's the base of the conversation there. Why did you choose? Are you dominant on a brand? I'm not trying to put you on the spot, but kind of a.
I have certain brands that have been loyal and backed for a long time, that have a reputable brand that I trust and know. Not saying new brands can't be that, because there is a bunch of new brands or newer companies within the last, I guess, to me, 5 or 10 years that came out that are great products, but it's still new to me, where it's not like people that talk bad about like Rockford and Jail. There's a reliable. I've worked in the audio industry for what is it now? Almost 20 years. So I've been around products, and I sell products that I don't want to have to deal with customers coming back. I work in a different industry than us base heads that do our own installs and break stuff and then fix it and recone. I don't recone subs. I don't have to. I send it back to a manufacturer. They give me a brand new sub. That's the way it works. So It's different to me. My loyal, I'm wearing a JL shirt right now. I mean JL. So I mean, there's just brands I like in particular. But what I think builds some of the best systems is parts and components from different companies. Not one company makes the best product of everything. There's not one company that makes the best amps, the best speakers, the best subs. I mean, that's you. You will sacrifice that little bit on speakers or subs because their amps are so good or this or that. You're giving and taking on each one instead of getting the best performing speaker out of every single category. So
Yeah, no, and that's exactly it right there. You said it perfectly. That is exactly it. I am brand dominant on brand A because I love their subwoofers.
Mhm.
But I don't really have to buy every single thing for my vehicle being brand A because they may not make good head units. Or like, well, for example, okay, Kenwood. I'm a Kenwood freak. I love Kenwood. The Kenwood head units, in my opinion, are some of the best I've worked with. I've worked with a lot of head units. The Echelon series, not the garbage Walmart brand.
I have a Kenwood Echelon in my truck.
Yeah, see, and that's it because you've had good experience with it.
Yep.
Would you say that their mids and highs surpass industry?
No siree.
No.
Nope, no, I don't rent them. Mm-mm.
No, gosh. Yeah, I forget all about their amps. Their amps, I mean, they're good for...
They're great entry-level products.
That's it. I'm 16. I just bought my first car. It's got a set of ragged old paper cone AC Delco speakers in it. I go to Walmart. I drop $49.95.
Yep.
That gives me a set of 6.5s, a set of 6x9s. We're in Lake Flynn. I drop another $50 and I get an amplifier.
Yep.
That's great. That's perfect. But I'm with you on this. I've been doing audio for a lot longer than I like to admit. And I started off my first setup was a Sparkomatic. I think it was like a 50 by
I don't even know
50
what
by
that
2 or 50 by some 100 by 4 or something like that, like just a little crap amplifier. And it was being powered by the Pioneer Super Tuner. I got one of those for like $20.
Super Tuners are good radios.
It was a damn good radio. I lucked out with the radio. I didn't know anything about them. I just knew, hey, that's a name brand. Hey, that's a name brand. Dude, that's cool. Let's mention them. And it was great. Well, then I had a set of Bradford subs I stole off my parents that were like house speakers. So
Speakers are the first thing I put in some vehicle too.
Dude, right? I mean, what else do you know? I mean, hey, thanks, John. I appreciate it, brother. It's like what you start with because I've been audio since like my parents had a full Bradford sound system, 215s, 2 mids, 2 horns, the record player, the FM band. I mean, I had the whole thing. I was king shit. And then once I grew up and started driving, let's take these speakers and put them in the car and see how that sounds. Yeah. Let's see here. Kent says...
I can't read the whole.
Yeah, that's why I just opened up. Kenwood is good. Pioneer is good. Sony is good. Only the upper level stuff. They all make crap stuff. The cheapest people want as well. And that's it right there. Because you have to, as a business, you cannot expect everybody to want to drop 500 or higher on a head unit.
Higher than that now.
That's what I'm saying. 500 and up. Yeah. There's going to be people that, for the GMC, for my daily driver, for my pickup truck, I didn't want to drop a massive sound system in it or any of that stuff. I wanted a radio in it. When I got it, the person that sold it to me yanked the radio out, so there was nothing. So they had the factory speakers in it. So I went to Best Buy, I dropped $110, got myself a Kenwood double din with a big knob in the center of it.
Yeah.
That's it. It was perfect.
Mm-hmm.
In the Suburban, where I'm looking for sound quality and where if I'm looking for clarity, I've got the Kenwood Echelon Data Bank, I think is what it is. All it is radio, Bluetooth, no CD player.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Small little radio, crystal clean, no issues with it. It's been great.
Perfect.
So, you know, let's see here. Gotta love it. Love my Alpine. It takes abuse. See, I've heard a lot of people talk good about the Alpines too.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't had Alpine since like the mid '90s. So
I can tell you, I have it at my shop. I don't push it as much as I used to, but it doesn't break. I install it and I never have to worry about it. So there's nothing wrong with it. I cannot complain about Alpine. It's just I'm not a huge Alpine guy.
and that's the thing. I don't hate Fords. I just have always driven Chevrolet.
Yep.
You know, uh, well, I've owned one Ford, but it didn't count. That was my mud truck, and mud trucks are garbage anyway. So
I own a Ford now, so there's not much I could say either.
yeah, that's my ex had a little Ford Focus, and all I did with that is just remind her on the constant the Focus sounds off, fuck off because you're stupid, and that's all I remember of it. So Ken says I spent $1,700 for my son's car, Kenwood 10-inch screen. In my Yukon, I'm still rocking Amazon Android unit. See, that's the thing. I forgot all about that, John, because I've had God, who was it? Someone else, someone that I don't know if they came in the shop or whatever, but they had one of the Android, just basic, generic, no-name Android-based, big 10-inch screen, Chinese. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I was not impressed. We ran across so many issues with that thing. But then that's also there's 100 different ones out there. The Chinese radios.
I refuse
And
to install them.
excuse me.
I refuse to install them. In my shop, I won't. I'll send people on their way. Amazon radios, yeah. No, there's
Oh,
very specific Android radios that has to have a tech support number, has to be engineered at least in the States and stuff. But I can call somebody in the States and be like, hey, I have an issue, and I can talk to somebody immediately. So there's only a few brands that do Android radio that I'll sell.
see, it's funny you say that because the one of the vehicles we have in the shop right now has a unit in it. The instructions are written in Chinese, and you call the number, and they call you back. Like
Yes.
they schedule a call back. And I'm like,
Nope.
I'm wanting tech support. If I'm down to the level where I'm calling tech support, you had better answer on the second ring because I'm already on fire. I am already just livid at car audio.
Yep.
That I don't want somebody to say, okay, we'll call you back. When's a good time to call you back? Right now is a good time to call me back. I'm ready. I have the wire cutters in my hand.
Yeah. Yeah. And then they call you back 2 days later and you're like, oh, that car left.
Well, I'm sorry.
I said, yeah, so that's why I don't deal with them. But it's funny you say that because both of my brothers have those radios in their cars and they don't have issues. I don't install it for them. They get it installed somewhere else and they like them. So
To quote Brendan, if it does the things.
Yeah. If it works, it works. I mean, what's the problem?
Yeah. Oh, John just verified it's crappy for sure. I just don't have time to change it. Yeah, no, I feel you on that, man. There's stacks of things around here that when I get time I'm going to work on, and then if nothing else, by the time you get home, you're so dead to the world. You're like, I'll work on that tomorrow, or well, I've got a seat here. I'll show you my seat. Hey, look, a new seat for the GMC. Because the GMC seat's out of a freaking single cab pickup truck, and it is just short and stiff as a board. It's not the seat for it. So I've got my Virginia trip coming up. I want to be comfortable. I've had this seat now for like 3 weeks.
Four bolts.
Yeah. So so we're leaving Friday morning. We're leaving like earlier than early Friday morning. So Thursday night I'll be working on this seat. Because that's the way it is.
Oh God, yep.
So, but back on the original one here. talk about time to change it and all that good stuff. That's the one of the main reasons why I still have parts of my audio vehicle that have not been transitioned over to other equipment or to something that's been upgraded or moved up or something. You sit here and talk about it all day long, but I'm also a man that just is, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So
100%.
I'll put it off till later. But throughout the years, you can, if you ever actually think back of your systems that you've had, it almost is. I know somebody's going to say, "Oh no, no," but it's like every time you've gotten a new vehicle or every time you've gotten something. What's up, Umberto? How you doing, buddy? Um, you've changed this or you've upgraded that, or now we're in a new vehicle, so I can get a band pass enclosure because I got more room for it now. And I think that's what it comes down to here is that everybody would be brand dominant on unlimited funds. But for up to that point, we purchased the best of what we can at the time for the applications we're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
So Ruben, no deck. I am like that close now. I have never had DSP in any of my vehicles. Everybody that has them raves about them, says it's the best thing. I have heard them in comparison to, and it is a world of difference. So when I get my DSP, it will be a US Amps DSP, and they are Bluetooth and they can run on the phone and everything like that. So that will be when I get rid of my Kenwood. Because really the Kenwood, I've got everything on 0 because I've got everything else tuned elsewhere, and I set the volume to 33, which is the max I want to do it, and then I control everything on the tablet. So the radio is, I actually took the antenna off of the truck, so I don't even use the FM dial on the radio. There's no CD player on it, and DSPs have USB and Bluetooth. So,
Yep. 100%.
The absolute most I may have to do is get a line driver, but I actually have the DD Digital Designs ZV1, I think is what it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that what it is?
Yeah. It's the distribution, right? Isn't that the equal distribution thing?
Yeah, it's a line driver distribution module.
Correct. Yeah, that's what I thought.
So, yeah, you said the way that I'm going to do it is I'm running the USAMP 500s, they're AB amps.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to put them in slave mode and then run them all off of that one driver, off of the DD, and then tune the DD, which makes so much more sense because then you don't have to worry about anything walking. You have to worry about your speakers getting out of sync. That shit gets expensive real quick.
Oh, yeah.
So the ZVL, thank you, Eric. Yeah, the DD ZVL, it's an 8-channel distributor, line driver, magical pixie dust kind of thing.
Correct.
With the D
out, yeah. 2 in,
yeah,
and then 8 out, yeah.
Yeah. So it's got left, right in, and it's got 4 left, right. But if you run the amps right, run them on splitters and it jack everything up. You run up to 8 amplifiers off it. Right now, I'm just running the 4. My amps are stereo amplifiers, so I will run the left, right on both or all of them. Just get the full power out of it because I don't. I'm sorry.
For subs, they're stereo amplifiers?
Yeah.
Okay.
They have left channel and right channel. I don't have them bridged.
Yeah, but you can still send them the same signal. You don't want sub, because then if it's getting signal just from the left side or just from the right side, theoretically your coil is only going to run half a coil if you have a sub per speaker.
Yeah. No, I know that. That's why I'm going to run.
Oh, Wise. That's why you said Wise.
No, it has 8 outputs on the unit, and I have 4 amplifiers. So it'd be left and right to 1, left and right to 2, left and right to 3, and so on.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm only running 4 amps.
I know, but you have 4 subs, right?
Yeah.
But doesn't that mean that each sub is going to have a left and right signal?
Yeah.
But isn't that bad that the coils don't go at the same time? I don't know. This is my SPL brain going on right now. Because then you're only shifting half of a coil because you're not moving it at the same time. Like if a song is just, well, I don't know the music you listen to, but if it actually is playing in stereo and it has a bass note just from the left side, isn't it only going to move the left coil and not the right coil?
Yeah, but if the right coil is not getting a signal to it, it's not going to cause any damage.
It's not going to want to sub or anything because of half the coil or something? Okay.
No.
I don't know about that. So,
no, it would just be getting power on the one. Mm-hmm. So we'll just say for numbers here, with both coils, you're putting out 1 horsepower. Mm-hmm. With one, you only put out half horsepower.
Okay.
So that's all it is.
It's not going
to. Yeah. So, but I know what you're talking about, like especially a lot of the older Bass Boy songs had where the left and right would get a little bit wonky with each other purposely. They made it that way. Mm-hmm. So yeah, no, that would be, and as you brought it up, that is a good thing to think about. I made it run splitters off it then. I don't know.
I don't know. You might want to talk to Michael about it, because that's one of those things he may know more than me. I mean, I've seen some amps, that are crazy. Tariff amps only have 3 terminals on them, where it's a left negative, a left positive, and then the right negative, and then a right positive. So they have 3 terminals that make up 4 channels, and they'll play left and right stereo, but they're using a common ground or whatever. I don't know. Was using the first time I ever hooked. But people smarter than me can figure that out. So maybe they with that. So
Ken just verified most sub amps, even with left and right input, sums that stereo signal to mono internally.
Yeah, but that's not a sub amp.
That's not a sub amp, but they're
2-channel amplifier, and that amplifier probably is a real amplifier. I know that amp. I don't even know if it has a crossover on it per se, but it has a gain, and that's about it. It doesn't have like a whole bunch of those knobs, right? If I'm not mistaken.
No, you're thinking the 400. The 400 is the old one. Okay. This is the new one. This was completely built and designed by Mike. Mm-hmm. He made it full left 4X. He's an AB fanatic. He loves AB amplifiers. And they do, I will admit, they give a richer, more hearty tone that I can hear. Mm-hmm. But if the signal,
I don't know.
That is going to be questionable. Don't even think about that.
I'm just asking a question. So
no, and that's the thing about it. Thinking maybe something I wouldn't think about. But like I said, the music I listen to, I can't think of a single one that I have that does a different bass tone in the left and a different bass tone in the right.
No, they don't. But it could be a low end frequency response where it just plays bass. That's what subwoofers do. They just play low end frequencies and they're non-directional. So you don't hear a left and right bass note. It's just bass. Your ears can't determine how low frequencies are. They only determine higher frequencies. You can determine mid bass and stuff, but even still, up to a certain frequency, you can't tell which direction it's coming from. That's why when you hear bass coming from down the street, you go, is it this way? Yeah. Where is it coming from? But if you hear a tweeter firing at you, you're going to know which way that tweeter is coming from.
Yep, 100%. It's funny you say that because there's a guy down the road from here that thinks he has bass, and I'll be sitting out here working in the garage, and I'll hear it, and I'll prairie dog. I'll be like, huh? Like hoping I can see his car down my driveway, look down my driveway and see the road, and still can't.
No. I have some kids in my neighborhood that have bass, so every time I'm like, who is it? Who's got bass?
Let's see. Humberto says that's a question pending, depending on who rebased the music, as to when the file is exported, the pass will still be mono, but play both left and right. Okay, the bass will still be mono, play left and right. So, I don't know. We'll figure it out. The main thing I'm looking to do right now is get Boom Boom. The last show, my passenger side window got broke off the track. Mm-hmm. So, actually, 2 shows ago. So we put new tracks and everything like that. I say we, Michael, because I damn sure did. And that man knows body work backwards and forwards. So he put the tracks in and got that going. And then I went to a show and knocked the guide off the track in the passenger side door. So,
Yeah.
got that fixed. Thank goodness before the rain came. So, Hayden says I use one RCA to 2 of my amps. Yeah, I thought about that. That's I got to figure out what I'm doing with that because it may be on the DD. There may be an option in there to mono it out. I know there's a bunch of hot pins inside it to make it do what you want to do. Pretty much rewiring it, but with jumpers. Um, so I don't know. I
I
don't
don't,
know.
like I said, I don't think on sub six signal, I don't think it's going to make a huge difference because when you play a test tone or a bass song or something like that, it's going to be recorded in mono and it doesn't matter. So I just think about it on regular day-to-day music, not that you're going to be daily driving it. Not that you can't, but it's one of those things where I don't even know if that low of power or something like that could damage a sub. I don't know enough about that side.
Yeah, I don't drive. I don't drive full tilting
Mm-hmm.
because that just gets real blurry real quick. Um, so I'll drive with the ear music halfway up
Mm-hmm.
and the bass enough to fill it.
Yep.
Not enough to break windows. So yeah, and I'm sitting there thinking of the songs, and I have listened to a couple songs that have got where the bass will fade left and then fade right, and then does like that. And I can remember in the with the last setup I had in there, it would be loud and then it would fade down, and it'd be loud and it would fade down again because they're going from one speaker to both speakers to one speaker.
Yeah.
So, man, I don't know. I'll figure it out. Um, I may just run a bunch of splitters and worry about putting the DD in some other time. I don't know.
Yeah. It'll be fun.
So it's all a hobby, and that's why we do it. So,
You mean this is a lifestyle?
only reason I do it is so I have money so I can do it. That's what it comes down to. Uh, no, I enjoy it. I really do, and this has been my life ever since I can remember. So I've always enjoyed audio and always wanted to do more with it, and now I just get to piss off the neighbors. So that's a good thing.
I'm in the same boat. I'm in the same boat.
See, that's why you need to move over to this side of the state, get yourself a small piece of land, and that way they can't do anything to you.
I have a small piece of land, very, very small piece.
I'm not talking postage stamp size. I'm
you,
get an acre or 3.
you want me to open the curtain and like walk in my neighbor's house?
That was my
Hey,
first house.
yeah, I got 12 feet. Okay, there is 12 feet behind me before I'm in the neighbor's house.
My first house in downtown St. Petersburg. 2 swipes with the mower, with the push mower, and that was my side yard. I could almost touch the fence, but throughout the window, like that.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, I know what you're talking about. I don't miss it.
It doesn't
There
bother
is, no,
me. I love my neighbors.
and you luck out, and a lot of people don't luck out with that. My neighbors were okay, but they were still too
Now I
close.
don't base at my house. I don't do a lot of that base at my house because I have my job. So I don't have to do it at my house. I can drive 5 streets over and go to my job and do whatever I want, and no one's gonna bother me.
Yeah, I think that's the advantage that you and I have over a lot of people, is that Monday through Sunday, if I want to go to the shop and tune my stuff, or we've got a spot here, we've got an old empty parking lot, we have that that's 10 minutes from the house. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't have that. They're tuning in their driveways, or that's not something they could do. And that was the main reason I started doing the meter in the parking lots anyway, for the people that don't have the equipment, so they could come and test out and tune out. And Thursday, we spent a good portion of time messing around with a couple of vehicles at the Target meet. And the people that just don't have the equipment, don't have the space, don't have the anything like that.
Yeah, I think
So
something like to get something bigger on the East Coast. If I don't know if somebody's got a place where I can play and stuff like that. Not even just being shows like you say you have your Thursday nights, but I'm just like, man, we're more activity based. This side, West Coast, got better. Not that you have more base heads, but it's like way more people know about being and everything. That was
Yeah. So, oh, you still there?
yeah, I'm here. Can you see
Oh,
me?
okay. Yeah, there we go. No, I can see you, but I couldn't hear you talking for a minute there. I don't know if the sound of the rain is messing up the talking or what. On my side, I'm sure everyone else can hear you just fine.
Yeah.
So, what else you got going on? Anything else you want to talk about, or anything else you got running?
No, like I said, my schedule is pretty similar to yours. I mean, we do basically all the shows together. Next one is next weekend, the wedding. The next one that I'm doing one Music Wars, Loud and Low in Orlando.
When is that?
That's April 18th.
April 18th. Let me
Yeah.
see.
See if you
I'm
got.
not going. I'm sorry.
I said if you don't got anything, ask what's his name, Arif, and see if you know. Yeah, we'll be there. Base Wars, we're not obviously because I'm doing it for Music Wars, but you know.
I don't know if I'd want to come to that to run the meter, or if I'd want to come to that just to hang out.
Yeah, it's in the Apopka show. It's the same show that we've always done. You know, the Apopka, the same concrete plot.
Yeah, the mulch place.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's that one. And yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
I'm sure it is. He doesn't seem to branch out too much on a location, so
Nah, they keep it simple. They don't get in
yeah.
trouble. It works.
Yeah, I think of all the times we've done it there, I think we had the police show up one time,
Mm-hmm.
and they showed up enough because something,
It was something.
something, something.
Wasn't it something else? It didn't have to do with the car show, was it?
Yeah, no, it was something that had nothing to do with it, but they were there. I can't remember why. Something, I don't know. But yeah, aside from that, it's always ran. Dean runs some damn good shows. I got to give him that.
Yep.
And he makes sure everything's in a row and makes sure he's got all the everything before anything's ever allowed to happen. So that's a great thing. That's, like I said, for the 18th, I don't know, but
Yep. And then
yeah.
and then you got Made of Steel after it. And then June is when I am doing Nopi in Palm Beach. So
Send me that information when you get a chance,
okay.
because I'm checking my calendar right now and I don't have anything that I could see in this projected calendar. I
Mm-hmm.
need to go back into my almanac and see what shows usually did happen then. I think that was the time period that Heather used to do her show, but we
Yeah,
haven't.
that was the
But
one in Jacksonville.
oh wait, hold on. John says that it's where Musical Wars was at. Multiplace got sold.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Huh.
That's one of the teams. I don't know where it's at, but I know I'm doing it for Hareem. So I'll be there.
Cool. Cool. All
That,
right. Well,
the Nopi, and then I don't know if we have one in July. What's the show in July? I may have one on my cell phone. I don't know. August is the one for Hayden now.
yep. August is the Love for the Lows rebased version 2,
Yep.
ran by the one and only Mr. Hayden Price.
That one's going to be good. It's at a drive-in movie theater, which I hear is
Yeah.
pretty.
That's freaking awesome.
That is
For
cool, right?
one, excuse me.
I said that's pretty cool, right? Different.
Yeah, I'm intrigued, honestly, because the theater is gonna have plenty of room in there.
Mhm.
So I'm curious.
John just said Slamology's in June. I'm like, I'm not going to Slamology. That's an easy,
No,
right?
audio hasn't been invited to that, so I can't remember where. I think that's up in the Panhandle, isn't it?
No, Slamology's an indie.
Oh, I'm thinking Scraping the Coast. Never mind. Excuse me. Yeah, Slamology is a hell of a drive from here.
Yeah, nobody is. Well, I think one Oregon's invited to Scraping the Coast. I don't remember though. I kind of know about that one.
Yeah.
And
So, and whatever it is. It's no big deal on it. But yeah. So for anybody that wants to go to car shows and stuff like that, Kent's correct. Slamology in June. There is audio up there. I don't believe we've gotten an invite to it yet. I think we were trying and haven't gotten any replies back, or they're talking about doing just that. I'm not 100% sure, but for whatever reason, we're not going to be there.
Ohio.
But
It's in Ohio, not Indiana.
okay, all right, yeah, because I'd have Johnny run that one if it was big enough, if we got invited. But I can't remember why, because I remember talking about it, but I can't remember what's going on. That's what I was thinking, Ken, is Scraping the Coast is only Usagi.
Okay.
No other orgs. So,
Slamology is normally pretty big because when I was with my old org, they used to always do Slamology and stuff. So I know Slamology is a bigger show. So I don't know if you can reach out to somebody and see if you can get Johnny there, but that's always been it. It's at some racetrack. I feel like it's a big show.
yeah, it's at the Lucas Speedway.
Yeah, that one. Yep. So,
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
So, that's down the line. That's a good 6 months from now.
Mm-hmm.
So, who knows what will happen between then and now. Schedules could change on the dime.
Yep, 100%.
So I am going to go back one of these days and go through my schedule almanac over here and see what's coming up and what's not coming up and what's happening. Start contacting people to make sure. We've got shows that we've gone to every year. So Chris says, I think Johnny is going. Well, Johnny is going. He needs to contact me and let me know so I can add it to our calendar.
There you go.
So, but again, that's 6 months from now. So, us base sets have short attention spans. Anything more than like 3 weeks, we forget about it. So, let's see here. Not anymore. It's not.
That was an incomplete sentence. I'm not sure what he was referring to.
Yeah, I don't know.
Short-term memory loss. He forgot what he was saying.
Yeah. What were we talking about again? So, well, it's about almost 20 after 10.
It is.
What else we got? Anything else you want to ramble on about?
Nope. Love your own stereo system. It doesn't matter. And come hang out at the shows. I mean, we're gonna have a good one next weekend. It's gonna be good. I got to figure out social media somehow to try to get Base Wars more promoted, but everything else is just, it's fun. I can't wait to see everybody.
Yeah, that's definitely it. I love going to the shows because I get to hang out and I get to see friends, and you get over to this side of the state and we get to chill and have some barbecue, But when it comes down to it, I've said this a bunch of times. This show coming up is not so much about the audio. I'm not going to push the audio. Come out. Oh, Slamology is not Lucas Speedway. That's what he's talking about. When he says not anymore, it's not. But come hang out, have some wedding cake, enjoy the celebration. If you want to meet her out, meet her out. We'll be there at the meter. If not, come hang out and chill. We're still going to have cookies over in the ACCL tent. And Russell will be there showing off Base Wars, and check them out if you haven't checked them out before. If you ran Base Wars and haven't checked us out, come check us out. Either way. So John says it is at some drag strip in Clue. I'm sure that if you go to Slamology's Facebook page, or if they have a website, I think they do have a website, all the information's on there. I know I see it pop up every once in a while, then I don't see it again for a minute, so it's just not in my logarithm. I'm over flooded with stuff happening in Florida because we're in Florida.
Yep.
So that's about it, my friend.
Yeah.
Are you coming Friday? You said you're going to shoot to be here Friday?
Yeah, I'll be here Friday. Probably not early. I'll probably work a full day, so I'll be able to be here Friday night.
Okay. All right, that's cool. We'll have a place set up for you and good to go.
Yep.
So, all right. Well, on that note, I'm Jason, a.k.a. Guy with the Meter, the Grand Poopah, second monkey in charge of this little company called ACCL, American Cardio Competition League. You may have heard of us. Check us out on Facebook if you haven't already. Take it and share it with a friend because we like to have the shows with people showing up to them. If you have something you ever want to talk about, I know nobody ever makes it this end of the video. We got like 6 people left. But if you ever have something you want to talk about or whatever, message me. And, I'll get with Russell and we'll talk it over and see if that's something we want to talk about or something we want to bring up. I mean, the main reasoning for these crazy rambles is to get the information out there and to give people somewhere to vent out, somewhere to talk. And Ken, Melissa and I were talking about that earlier, about barbecue Friday night for the Super Bowl dinner. Yes. For anybody that doesn't know, Melissa blindly bet against John Kent for the Super Bowl, and
Lost so bad.
her team got slaughtered like they were a high school football team.
They played like
So, yeah, I think the one touchdown they did get, the refs just like, give it to them. I mean, come on, they need it.
I was surprised they scored any. I'm like, yo, this is gonna be the first shutout in Super Bowl history.
Right? It's like halftime. They're like, you know what? We're done, guys. Have fun. Much love to you. See you.
Yep.
But nonetheless, but either way it worked out. That's something that John and us and we do is we go out for barbecue as the show here. So this time we get to pay for him. So that's awesome. And Russell will hopefully be there. And if not, then I'll have barbecue in his honor. Remember, your car, the posted speed limit's a suggestion. That's all it is.
Yeah.
So
I drive slow. I'll try to leave work early. I'll try to schedule it in.
Here's one for you. Schedule an on-site evaluation.
I got it.
That's it.
Yes. Yeah.
So, all right. Well, follow us on Facebook. I'm also on YouTube under Guy with the Meter. This is where the videos, I post them all over Facebook. I don't bother doing it with TikTok or with Instagram anymore because they try to limit me to an hour and I got to chop the damn thing. I wouldn't get many hits on those platforms anyways. So I now have a YouTube page that I'll forward all to, and then of course all the Facebook pages that weren't automatically tagged in this one. And then you have got Mr. Russell.
Yep.
From Base Wars, in which he is Base Wars Florida. So any of the shows that you see one of us at, very good chance you can see the other one at. Check the other one out. If you're coming from Base Wars, check us out. You may like us. If you're coming from us, I'll push you to go check Base Wars. We try to share and we try to give everybody the best opportunities we can to do the best in their system to prove what they can do.
Yep.
It's all about fun when it comes down to it.
Yep.
Go ahead with your plug, sir.
Yeah. Just Russell with Base Wars Florida. And like I said, same thing. If you ever hit me up, reach me up. I don't always respond the fastest, but I will respond eventually. So, yeah. And everyone, like I said, enjoy your night, and I'll see you guys this weekend.
All right, guys. Thank everybody for joining. I think it was a great show. Again, if you have any other questions, comments, concerns, or suggestions, hit me up. I'll be more than happy to do it. Anybody that's been messaging, let me throw this out real quick. Anybody that's been messaging me and calling the number for U.S. amps about where the Merlins are, they come out at the end of March. That's their expected dock date. That's when it is. That's what we said. That's what it is. There is no track sheet. There is no build number. There is nothing we can give you any progress on your order or anything of that nature. We apologize. This is out of our hands. We've told everybody. I understand everybody's around the edge wanting their equipment. I respect that and I love it. But if you call me, I'm going to tell you the same thing. So that's all it is. Patience. Oh. Love all you guys. See you next weekend.